You can off.
You haven't done it once?
I haven't done it once.
Do you believe that Canada cheated?
From where I was sitting in the stands, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
One side says nothing happened. The other says everything happened. This is an investigation on the events during the 2026 Winter Olympics. This is unraveling the truth behind what really happened on February 16th inside that ice rink. This is Cheat, Conflict, Curl. I'm Zayan Budani, joined by Matthew Ng.
If you've been keeping up with the media, you've probably heard that the 2026 Winter Olympics were just recently hosted more than a month ago in Milan. It's an event where athletes show off their skills and hard work put into sports that they have been endlessly training for in front of a huge crowd of people and strict judges, which is insanely nerve-wracking. There was skiing, luge, snowboarding, figure skating. I'm sure you all have heard of Alyssa Liu. And so many other sports were here. But the one thing they all have in common is sportsmanship. That's what the Olympics are also all about, no? No matter the sport, respect is present. But not everyone followed the rule. At least, some in curling didn't. That clip we put on earlier, that was a clip of Mark Kennedy, a player representing Canada's men's curling team, and Oscar Eriksson, a player representing Sweden's curling team. And they were both in a heated argument. It's obvious that this is bad sportsmanship, but we need to go a little further back to understand exactly why this is happening.
The thing is that nobody knows how hard curling really is. At the surface level, it seems like all curlers do is throw a stone, mop the floor, and just pray it goes to the very center to earn points, maybe knocking the other team's stones away. But it is so much more than that. In curling, there are 4 players. The skip is the captain of the crew and plans all the shots while everyone else is either throwing or sweeping the ice. Every other role is either doing super precise throwing or mopping the floor. Each person throws 2 stones, 8 total. But this is where the intensity comes in. If the force of the throw is even an eighth of a Newton off, chaos completely erupts. Even if the trajectory of the throw is only a quarter of a degree off, the entire session is messed up, and your hopes and dreams? Gone. Sweepers must calculate the exact number of sweeps, the period of their sweeps, velocity, when to accelerate, Kepler's third law, gravitational motion, s orbitals, space-time relativity, and you get the point. Every little component, it matters. But I haven't mentioned the most important rule just yet. The hog line. It's kinda similar to bowling, where there's a line on the floor and you must release the ball before the line. Same thing goes for curling. If you touch the stone after release, it's called a double touch, which is totally illegal. This is the exact rule that explains why Sweden is fighting with Canada. Sweden thinks Canada double touched the stone. We decided to send Matthew to go interview the players, as he was there during the actual Olympics. We asked Mark Kennedy what he thought about the situation.
Alright, players and fans are accusing you of double touching during your stones. What do you have to say?
So this has been my technique for a really long time. I've never changed it. If the players and fans, they think that I have an unfair competitive advantage, I haven't won every single one of my competitions, it's just this one, I think they're just salty and they should just grow up.
Interesting. His index finger being stuck out is his quote-unquote technique. It doesn't seem too weird since some other players keep their index out after the throw, but it's still a little odd. Then again, curling is a precise sport after all, so maybe it does dismiss his actions. Let's go see how the Swedish curler feels. I'm here with Oscar Eriksson. What do you have to say about the allegations on Canada for double touching a stone?
And that was obviously a double touch. We all saw him touch it twice with his finger.
the refs are all just blind. And Mark honestly sucks for doing that double touch and then lying and saying that he didn't do the double touch.
Again, he's totally saying that Mark cheated. He even said it happened more than once, which does match up with what we have so far. So now, Sweden is protesting over and over, while Canada's players are constantly denying it. But the Olympics are a professional game, so there's no way the officials or cameras wouldn't help make a correct call, right? But the thing is, they couldn't. Officials were unsure, or simply didn't catch it. Somehow. That's really weird. It's the Olympics, after all, so shouldn't the officials be professional and sharp with their eyes like usual? But maybe it's wrong to blame the officials for everything. The camera surely should have caught something then. I thought so too. But the problem is that in all of curling history, the camera films from the front only. Of course, if there's only one official camera and it is solely filmed from the front, it makes it really, really hard to tell if the stone was touched twice or not. So, are Sweden's accusations false then? They only have allegations from players on their team. No official backup, no recordings, and zero concrete evidence. Nothing. Mark and his entire team are denying that he double touched, so that's even more weight put on top of Sweden. However, I still don't believe that Oscar and his team would just randomly accuse Canada for cheating because they felt like it. Even though there's no proof, there must be a motive on why Sweden is so sure that Canada is deceiving them. For Canada's women's curling team, they were caught double touching too, but the officials caught them quickly, so it doesn't make sense why they couldn't even form an answer during Mark's throws. That makes it all the more confusing for us. So, to gather more information so we can finally crack the case, we decided to interview fans, wondering if they were able to spot the double touch. This is a recording from a Canadian fan. Were you able to see the stone be double touched or no?
Not really. I was kind of high up in the stands, and it was like, it happened so quick, I couldn't tell.
That's right. From high up in the stands, it's so hard to see the distance between the finger and the stone when you're about 40 meters away from the players and just want to be entertained. The touch between the finger and the stone could be millimeters away, so how could anyone in the crowd catch that?
Do you think that Canada touched the stone twice during those curls?
I don't know, cause all I really saw was Sweden's team complaining over and over. They seem so confident that they're right. It's like they're hiding something important, but I don't really care.
Looks like this Canadian fan thinks that Sweden is hiding something. But what? A couple of fans nearby were kind of giggling during our interview. I don't really know why, but that was rude.
Maybe the Swedish fans have more things to say.
Allegations are going around that Canada touched the stone twice during that curl. What do you think?
I think they did it. Knowing them, they do anything to win their golf scopes.
Okay, maybe this one's a little biased. He's totally on Sweden's side. But it's almost impossible to tell whether you saw the double touch or not if you're in the stands, just like what many other fans have told us. With no total confirmation here either, it's starting to feel like a lost cause.
But wait, remember that first clip we showed you? The exchange was actually much longer than just a "f*** you" and then denial. Just listen closely.
You can off.
You haven't done it once?
I haven't done it once.
Touching the rock.
Who's doing it?
You don't know it?
Who?
It's a couple. It's a couple.
Who? I haven't done it once.
Okay?
Don't
I'll show you a video after the game.
Come on, Oscar, just
To show you. I'll show you a video after the game.
A video, Oscar says. What? Where did he get another video? We didn't know either, until we found out that Sweden had actually been running a sting operation on Canada the entire time. A sting operation is basically when authorities anticipate that a suspect will commit a crime and get caught from prior plans that are made by the police to catch them red-handed. This is similar to what Sweden did, planning ahead to catch Canada cheating. Sometimes these kinds of plans work well, but other times it completely flops and nothing is achieved. So, due to Canada's history of sometimes cheating in curling, Sweden had predicted they'd cheat again and planned this operation by working with Swedish TV broadcast. Without anyone else knowing, the broadcast had captured a video from the side angle, capturing a mostly clear video that shows exactly whether or not Mark double touched the stones. There was no blur or anything, and nothing was obstructing the camera. It was a full video of Mark's throw zoomed in on his throwing hand. And this footage, it changed all that we know.
In this clip, it may still be a little hard to tell, but with a few replays and some focus, the answer becomes obvious. Just before the stone is out of reach, his index finger, already stretched out, barely pushes the stone a little bit more again, adding just a bit more force and completely altering the curl. Stone past the hog line? Yes. So his quote-unquote technique wasn't a technique at all, just blatant cheating. That's the video Oscar was talking about, Sweden's trump card. This one angle had proved that Sweden's accusations were right, and it was over for Canada. It should have ended here. Canada should have got penalized or even disqualified from the game, right? That would make sense, but that's not what happened. Nothing happened. The game went on. Canada won the match and went on to win gold. No questions asked. When Sweden showed the officials the footage of the secret side camera, it was outright rejected because the footage was unofficial. Unlike the front-facing camera, refs dismissed the footage as totally unusable, staunch about their decision.
There was no actual penalty on Canada, both during and after the game. The only thing that really happened was backlash from the media after the footage had spread online. After the match, Canada's and Sweden's relationship only worsened, and with the officials of the Olympics rejecting concrete evidence, it felt wrong. It felt like all of Sweden's efforts had amounted to nothing. So Canada basically walked away with a slap on the wrist. I tried to get another interview for Mark and his team, but they were adamant. He just restated that he never cheated and left. Now we're left with even more questions. The ethics behind the sting operation, if officials were bribed, if Canada's total denial could still potentially be the actual truth. We will address all of that next time on Cheat, Conflict, Curl.